Do you struggle to fall asleep at night? The struggle is real. It's past midnight, the world around you is in deep slumber, but you're wide awake, wrestling with your thoughts. You're not alone. In fact, countless individuals around the globe face the same battle every night. This common adversary is known as insomnia, and it's a formidable foe to our health and productivity. Insomnia, this elusive sleep thief, stealthily chips away at our well-being. It's like a silent, invisible predator that robs us of our energy, our focus, our peace of mind, and yes, even our happiness. You see, sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's as essential to our survival as the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the water we drink. That's why when sleep eludes us, it doesn't just affect our nights, it sabotages our days too. With each ticking second of the sleepless night, we lose a little more of our vitality. Our minds become foggy, our bodies feel heavy, and our spirits start to sag. The next day, our productivity takes a nosedive, our creativity gets stifled, and our relationships might even suffer because let's face it, sleep deprivation can turn the sweetest soul into a grumpy grouch. But what if there was a way to combat this nocturnal nemesis? What if there was a method so quick and effective that you could fall asleep in just 1 minute? Yes, you heard right, 1 minute. That's less time than it takes to brew a cup of coffee or scroll through your social media feed. Imagine instead of tossing and turning, counting sheep, or staring at the ceiling, you could just close your eyes and drift off into a peaceful, restorative sleep. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But what if I told you it's not just a dream, it's a reality that's within your reach? If this sounds like something you need, then you're in the right place. Stay tuned. Before we dive into the method, let's understand the science behind sleep. Sleep is a complex process and it involves several components of our biology. At the heart of it all is our internal body clock, scientifically known as the circadian rhythm. This natural timekeeper helps regulate when we feel alert and when we feel sleepy. It's synchronized with the rise and fall of the sun, which is why most of us feel wide awake during the day and sleepy at night. Now let's talk about melatonin. Often referred to as the sleep hormone, melatonin is produced by our body when it's dark. As the day turns to night, our melatonin levels start to rise, signaling to our body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. By the time we're ready to hit the hay, our melatonin levels are at their peak, helping us slip into slumber. However, our modern lifestyles can interfere with these natural processes. For instance, exposure to artificial light in the evening, especially the blue light emitted by our devices, can suppress the production of melatonin, tricking our body into thinking it's still daytime. This can make it harder for us to fall asleep, even if we're feeling physically tired. Stress is another major culprit. When we're stressed, our body produces a hormone called cortisol, which makes us feel alert and awake. This can be useful during the day when we need to be productive, but at night, high levels of cortisol can keep us up, interfering with our body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Other factors, such as irregular sleep schedules, consuming caffeine late in the day, and lack of physical activity, can also throw our circadian rhythm out of whack and lead to sleep problems. With this understanding, we're now ready to delve into our sleep method. Now prepare yourself for a sleep revolution. Here's how the 1-minute sleep method works. Imagine a journey that takes you from the wakeful chatter of your mind to the tranquil depths of restful sleep. That's what the 1-minute sleep method is all about. It's not magic, it's not a miracle, it's a method. A method that, when followed diligently, can help you fall asleep in just about 60 seconds. The first step is to create a sleep-friendly environment. Make sure your room is dark, quiet, and cool. These conditions signal to your brain that it's time to wind down and drift off into slumber. Next, lie down comfortably. Whether it's on your bed, a recliner, or a yoga mat, the key is to find a position that allows your body to relax fully. This is crucial because physical relaxation lays the groundwork for mental relaxation. Now, close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs. This simple act of mindfulness helps to quiet the mental chatter that can keep us awake at night. The next step is visualization. Picture a calming scene, like a quiet beach at sunset or a tranquil forest. This helps to distract your mind from any worries or stressors that might be keeping you awake. Finally, employ progressive muscle relaxation. Start with your toes and work your way up to your head, consciously relaxing each muscle group as you go. This technique is a powerful tool in your sleep arsenal, helping to prepare both your mind and body for sleep. And there you have it, the 1-minute sleep method. It sounds simple because it is. However, it requires practice and consistency. Each step is important, and skipping one or rushing through them can diminish the effectiveness. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use this method, the more effective it becomes, so give it a shot tonight and start experiencing the benefits of a good night's sleep. While this method is simple, there are common mistakes that can hinder its effectiveness. Picture this: you've learned all about the 1-minute sleep method, you're ready to give it a shot, but you find yourself tossing and turning, unable to drift off into that peaceful slumber. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Many people find themselves stumbling over a few common pitfalls when trying to implement this method. First off, let's talk about timing. Many people tend to rush the process, expecting instant results. Remember, this is a method, not a magic trick. It's called the 1-minute sleep method because it's a quick routine, not because you'll be snoozing in 60 seconds flat. Be patient and give your body the time it needs to wind down. Next up, consistency. It's easy to get frustrated if you don't see immediate results and give up or switch tactics. But consistency is key. Like any new skill, the 1-minute sleep method takes practice. Stick with it, and over time, you'll start to see improvements. Another common mistake is overthinking. If you're lying in bed, mentally ticking off each step of the method, chances are you're keeping your brain too active. The aim is to relax, not to give yourself a mental workout. Try to focus on the feeling of relaxation, rather than the steps themselves. Lastly, let's talk about the environment. Even the best sleep method won't work if you're trying to doze off in a noisy, brightly lit room. Make sure your sleep space is quiet, dark, and comfortable. So, to recap, be patient, be consistent, avoid overthinking, and ensure a conducive sleep environment. By keeping these tips in mind, you can avoid the common mistakes that might be standing between you and a good night's sleep. By avoiding these mistakes, you'll increase the effectiveness of the method and be on your way to a good night's sleep. Let's quickly recap the steps of the 1-minute sleep method. First, we discussed the importance of preparation. This includes creating a serene sleep environment devoid of distractions, reducing your exposure to light, and putting away any electronic devices at least 1 hour before bed. Remember, your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep. Next, we delved into the actual method. We talked about the 4-7-8 breathing technique, which involves inhaling for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 7, and exhaling for 8. This technique is designed to relax your body and prepare it for sleep. Following that, we discussed the visualization process. This is where you imagine a calming and peaceful place and immerse yourself in the sensory details of that place. It could be a quiet beach, a tranquil forest, or even a cozy cabin. The choice is yours. The goal is to focus your mind on this calming imagery instead of the worries or stresses of the day. Then, we touched on the importance of progressive muscle relaxation. This is where you systematically tense and then relax each muscle group in your body, starting from your toes and working your way up to your head. This technique is designed to release any physical tension that you might be holding onto. And finally, we explored the importance of maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. This means going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This consistency helps regulate your body's internal clock and can help you fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. Now remember, these steps are not a one-size-fits-all. You might need to tweak them to suit your unique needs and preferences. But the key point here is that by incorporating these steps into your nightly routine, you're equipping yourself with a powerful method to help combat insomnia and achieve quality sleep. With this method, you now have a powerful tool to combat insomnia and achieve quality sleep. Good night and sleep tight.